Hey everybody, welcome to the Couples Chronicles, episode 9. We got a good one in store for you with the lovely
April Shamel
and your boy Big Lou. And we're gonna get into it. Normally we do panels of the females and see why they reject guys or pop their balloons on guys. Today we're doing a little different. It's a panel of men, and they're gonna pop their balloons or hold their balloons based on whether they like the young lady, the conversation, her answers, her appearance, how she carries herself, etc., etc. And we're just going to give our feedback on the interaction, what we see, what we don't see, what we think could improve.
What can improve, definitely what can improve, but just basically giving you our point of view, and because we want to always bring the scriptural into it, because we want to make sure you have that foundation first before so you know how we're coming, and we're always on that spiritual level first, because you got to understand the foundation first before you can even be able to be loved or love somebody else.
Well, God is love.
Yes.
And if you don't have a love for your creator, your higher power, or a love for yourself, you can't honestly love someone else. So from that aspect, we try to give you guys advice, steer you in the right direction from a couple who have had some life experiences, who are old enough to have been through some things, that we can pass back some information to the younger generation and help them not make so many mistakes and get it right.
Yes. So let's get into it. But guys, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe.
Hit that subscribe
button.
Smack that subscribe button. I know some of these interactions might make you angry, and we need you to get that out in a healthy and positive way. So smack that subscribe button, smack that like button, and share the video, man. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Help us to get noticed. Help somebody that may need to hear these messages. Help it get in front of them, man, so that they can see it and probably curve some of the mistakes and lead them down a better path towards happiness and a more fruitful life. But let's get into it and see what these people got today.
Let's get into it.
Hello, welcome in. How are you? What's your name?
My name is Brittany.
Brittany. Okay, how old are you?
I'm 27.
All right, and Brittany, what do you do?
Right now, I am a front office coordinator, and I am in school to become a sign language interpreter.
Well, all right. What do you do for fun?
I like to roller skate. I'm very active and creative, so I really like to do things. I like to make things, go to pottery classes, things like that.
All right. And what do you look for in a man?
I look for stability. I look for consistency. And I look for someone who's really good with communicating.
Okay. And now what are some of your deal breakers?
Some deal breakers would be someone who is not consistent, someone who is not able to let me know what's going on in their mind, whether that's not able to message me that day for whatever reason. You're busy, that's fine, life happens, but just communicate that with me. That's all.
Okay.
If he doesn't message you throughout the day.
All right, so we haven't got any pop balloons, so let me hand you a pig.
Like a little pointer thing.
Hold on to that, and let's go ahead and pop. Let's go with 3 balloons. 3 balloons. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and pop those 3.
Okay, let me see.
I know. Everyone always says that.
So if I'm in a business meeting and I can't text you or message you, that's like a real big thing.
Because communication, if you had communication, you already know what your schedule looks like. So you already know how each other's days look and how we can fit into each other's days to talk. So I'm not understanding that part. Oh, God, he always get popped all the time.
Pause.
And why was your balloon unpopped?
Just saying.
Timothy 38. Balloon was unpopped.
Oh, I thought he was quoting scriptures. He said his name and his age. Timothy 38. Okay, got you.
Like the outfit and everything, and you surprised me.
There you go with the feet.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Thank you.
The cameraman has a foot fetish for real.
Because it just seemed as if I may be too much. I do have a really big personality, and you seem very calm. And sometimes, calm and energetic don't really go together.
Well, let me
Get them pops.
I'm in a different setting. I wear different hats. So if I'm in a setting like this, I take it more seriously because you're dealing with more of my intimate side of my life. So I got to take a step back and really observe everything. But outside this place, I'm a completely different person. I can match your energy easy. Yeah.
He got hype on that one. He must have liked her.
Yeah,
Here, your name and age, and why was your balloon unpopped?
My name's Darian. I'm 31. I didn't pop my balloon because I wanted to hear what she had to say, and her energy was definitely on point.
Thank you. Why did we end up popping his?
I only popped yours because I do like to. I don't have any problems with my short kings or anything like that. But you know,
I'm so tired of hearing it.
That is looking
I'm
for
so over it.
a bit taller. I do like to wear heels. I'm not very tall, but you know.
That's
So,
understandable.
yes.
You know, human beings don't have no control over how tall they grow.
Name and age, and why was your balloon unpopped?
Unbelievable.
I'm 34. I'm Fendi. I think you're beautiful. You came out. You lit the room up. Your smile was everything. I dig it. I dig it. I dig it. I dig it. Yeah.
Why did you end up popping his balloon?
I popped your balloon just because you remind me of my past, and I'm now in a different elevated
Red
space,
flag,
and
folks.
You gave me
Yeah.
the bad boy vibes, and I'm not necessarily looking for a bad boy. That's just off the first glance. You know, I can't
How you know he a
necessarily
bad
see who it
boy?
is, but that was why.
Okay. Couple things to unpack there. She said, I popped your balloon because you remind me of my past.
Mm-hmm.
You give me the bad boy vibes. So, right there,
Mhm.
okay, what I say all the time, babe, if you let people talk,
Yes, they'll tell you everything.
they will tell you who they are.
Yes.
They will tell you who they are. God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth so you can listen twice as much as you talk. And if you listen and you let people talk,
Mm-hmm.
they will tell you who they are.
Yes.
What she just said in that sentence was, you remind me of my past, you gave me the bad boy vibes, means that in her younger days or more formative years, she made some questionable decisions with some rather unsavory characters.
Yeah.
And now
tarnish.
not tarnish. I don't, because
Okay. Sorry, I can't. Sorry.
They all gonna come for our neck here.
Sorry.
But no, you know what?
No,
We stand on business.
Yeah.
We stand on business over here. We stand 10 toes down.
Mhm.
And a man is born with no value. Okay, he has to build himself up to become someone that a woman sees a future with. Okay, a woman is born with her value, and her job is to preserve it for the best man that she meets. Okay, so this is why the scriptures should be the guide for everything in your life. Because if you're living your life according to the scriptures, there will be no premarital frolicking, so to speak. No shacking up, no bad decision making, and you can pair bond easily when you've had minimal to no physical partners.
Yeah.
Because that is a very intimate thing, especially when you've only known it with one person. So this is why adherence to the scriptures makes a huge difference in how your life turns out. And I know to the young people that sounds like a bummer. It sounds like, we trying to stop you from having fun. But in reality, as the older generation, when we tell you things like this, it's not to kill your fun. It's not to be a buzzkill. It's to prevent you from making mistakes while you're young that can follow you for the rest of your entire life. But yeah, that was a super red flag right there. That's why, guys, you got to pay attention. Ladies, you got to pay attention. People will tell you who they are if you just listen. You got anything you want to add to that?
But yes, we spoke about that in episode 1 about the pair bonding and and how young ladies, keep yourself pure, because once you have that multiple partners, 27 years for each partner to get off you.
Woo! Get off me.
So, hey, looked it up. I know 27 years, but I'm like, okay, whatever. But yeah, looked it up. It's fact. So,
yeah.
Isn't a book by its cover?
I did judge a book by its cover. I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. Thank you. Either way,
Yeah, she said he looked like a bad boy. And he said you judge a book by its cover. Now, if you paid attention earlier, when he stated his occupation.
Mm-hmm.
He owns a record label.
Yep.
And has a job and a side hustle.
And a side hustle, yes.
So that's not conveying to me that he's a criminal in any sort of fashion. So, making preconceived notions about people.
Missing blessings.
Yeah.
Did they get a pop balloon over here? Your name and age, and why'd you end up popping your balloon?
Max 39. I popped my balloon because I had a big girl like you, so Tiffany, Sasha, Tasha. I mean, you're crazy. You're crazy. So I was gonna be doing this in a fight. So especially if you think he a bad boy, you showed them.
He said, all we're gonna be doing is effing and fighting.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But you look good.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
I just know with
Hey,
you crazy in the mother.
Now, is he someone that's your type?
Woo. Now there is a brother who does not want to be unequally yoked. Hey, but you know what? Props to him.
Yeah.
He must have saw something in her that was a red flag from a prior experience or a particular trait that he has noticed or a pattern that he has picked up on, because men are designed as logical hunters. That's how we had to provide for our families before modern technology and the modern society that we enjoy the comforts of now. So you had to logically assess things, pick up on patterns, and be able to reason through situations and circumstances and figure out the best course of action to resolve them. And he apparently has had some situations with some prior experiences, and he's picking up on something that alerted him to the fact that this is not something that is conducive to his lifestyle or what he wants to be a part of. And shout out to him, because a lot of guys will overlook that just because a woman looks good or has a certain shape or meets a certain physical criteria that will make him overlook his instincts or his logical mind. So shout out to him for standing on business, even though he kind of looks like the, well, I'm gonna keep that to myself.
When you see the red flags the first time, it's always gonna be a red flag.
Yeah. Pay attention.
It's not gonna change. It's gonna get worse.
And another thing I tell people all the time is people don't change. Their approach does. Okay, people don't change. Their intentions are always going to be their intentions. What people change is their approach to achieve said intentions.
Yes.
So, but we'll get back to it so we won't keep you guys too long.
Yes.
But hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, and hit that bell icon so you'll be notified every time that we post. But let's get back into it.
Yes and no. I would say it's off of first glance, right? We only have the first meeting. I'm not digging the whole look. Again, you kind of a little bit remind me of the bad boy type, right? You said you're 37. Is that it?
I'm 39.
39.
He owns 4 businesses,
Okay, yeah.
7
So
businesses.
Give it a little bit, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, maybe not. I'm still young, right?
Nah, I know you crazy. Crazy.
Let's go back.
He's standing on that.
He's standing on that, yeah.
He ended up popping his balloon over here.
He said crazy.
Name and age, and why'd you end up popping your balloon?
40 and I'm 40. And I really just popped because she said communication was a deal breaker. And like I said before, like I be in my own space, be in my own world. Like my text may not come back as fast.
Like he's floating, like
I might get a few extra calls. Like I just be in my own space. Like I'm just in a different space where I'm at. So that's a big thing.
Yeah, he floating all right.
Somebody really gotta understand me and where I'm at and how I operate for them to be like, okay, he tripping, he not texting back fast enough or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of intricate, but
I understand.
Just, but that's all though.
No, I understand. It's more the underlying of, if you're busy, then hey, I'm busy right now. But I understand. Right. Thank you. Yes, I appreciate that.
Is he someone that's your type?
I would say no, just because again, I'm not a big flashy. You come off a little flashy. you know, the chains and everything. You just like you're in the club study.
She's made assumption after assumption.
It's not. That's not
on all of these guys.
Yeah.
First, the gentleman next to this guy right here with the green and white, the guy in the white holding his forearm. She said he gave her bad boy street vibes, right? He owns a record label. She just said the same thing to the taller gentleman who called her crazy. And now she's making an assumption about this guy saying he's flashy.
Yep.
So, let's see, common denominators, folks, patterns, right? You got to pick up on these things.
me. That's not who I am in this part of my life.
Yeah, no doubt. No, that's cool. I'm not looking.
That's not who I am in this part of my life.
Honey, you only had 20-some years of life, so you really had that much life. So
red flags. She said,
flag, yeah.
You remind me of my past. You give me bad boy vibes.
I don't like flags.
She said to the guy in the white.
And
then now she tells this guy, you know, that's not a part of my life anymore.
So, which was part of your life before.
All of you guys should have popped a balloon when you heard that. But y'all looking with your eyes and not your... You're looking with the wrong thing.
Yeah, club guy, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing real estate and Airbnbs and trolls, stuff like that. And, you know, my jewelry is just like, that's just what I'm into. You know what I mean? It's my milestones. I didn't buy it all last night. It all came over time as I reach my goals. You know what I'm saying? It's just stuff I like to do. But I get that. You know what I'm saying? I can get that a lot. People think I'm this and that.
You know, what do you have to say? You're a female. What do you see in her? What the way she's carrying herself, the things that she's saying, the subtle little nuances that these guys ain't picking up on?
First, I see out of this young lady is the experiences that she previously had with other relationships. I don't know, but she hasn't been taught. First of all, she hasn't been taught certain things about how to appreciate a man, not looking for different characteristics, different things that she's saying that, you know, that she doesn't like or that she has done before, that she's seen before, like the flashiness. I mean, why you can't look at that type of things, because you never know what you have in the inside, because people like to dress different ways and, you know, different things. And the way that she's speaking right now is that she doesn't know what she wants. She doesn't know what she wants. She thinks she knows what she wants, but she does not know what she wants. And if she doesn't know how to articulate herself to communicate that, I thought when she came out, when she was speaking, that all the balloons would be popped, because she seemed like a valley girl to me. Sorry. I'm not saying like that. Just saying that it's certain young ladies, when you're asked different questions. First of all, when you come into the show, first of all, you're supposed to have your questions ready, right? Supposed to have your questions ready. Be ready to present yourself and sell your. Not really. I'm sorry, that's the wrong word to use. Not sell yourself, but just present yourself. You know, so you can find love.
No, but the adults should understand what you mean, selling yourself.
Yeah.
When you're in an interview, you're selling yourself. When you're on a first date, you're selling yourself. You're telling this person, look, these are the qualities that I believe can benefit you in a long-term situation. What are the qualities that you believe that you bring to the table that can benefit me in a long-term situation? These are adult conversations. People get all, you know.
Yes, and I just, they get all bent up and but you coming out, you didn't.
See, having those uncomfortable conversations in the beginning prevent those divorces and bad breakups and situationships in the long run.
In the long run.
You got to do this stuff in the beginning.
Yes. You got to do the groundwork first, because when you come on the show, first of all, your intention should always be, the first thing is to find love, right? First, my first question would have been, what's your spiritual connection with God? You know what I'm saying? That would always be my first question if I was on, which I'll never be on this show. Not knocking you guys who do, but that'd always be my first question, because I need to know who my partner has a relationship with. Because if God is not the head of him, how is he going to run our family? How is our family dynamic going to be? Because if God is not his head, I don't understand. So
all right, I'm about to get a lot of flack for this.
So,
but you touched on something very important. The head of every man is Christ. The head of every woman is man. And the problem that we have today is there's no union anymore, right? The man leads the family, the woman follows the man, the kids follow the mom and the dad, okay? All of you should be following God. According to the scriptures, the husband is the high priest of the household. He covers the family with his prayers and his actions and his uprightness and his righteousness, for the most as righteous as you can be. For the scriptures say, for no, not one of you is righteous, but we all fall short of the glory of God. But you strive to be complete, mature, whole, right? In the scriptures, you strive to be a doer of the word. So these questions have to be asked, and the young lady is doing a lot of assuming based on clothing, hairstyles, and superficial things. But these are the opportunities to ask the questions. Like I keep saying, if you allow people to talk, they will tell you who they are. So ask the questions and sit back and observe. Because one thing that majority of people do, especially when they're first meeting somebody, is try to fill those awkward silences. So if you ask somebody a question and they answer the question, right, and you just stay silent for an extra few seconds, they'll try to fill that void of silence and start revealing more stuff. Just let people talk. Watch their actions. Watch their mannerisms. A good thing is when you take somebody out to a restaurant, right? When you take somebody anywhere, watch how they interact with the people who are serving you, right? Whether it's a waiter, whether it's an usher at a movie theater, whatever it is, watch how they interact with the people who are servicing the need you are there to have met. It's very telling.
Very, very telling.
There's a lot of things you can watch for. Listen to the way they talk to people. Watch their body language. Watch their facial expressions. You know, there's a lot of things that are very telling. But I don't want to.
We've been saying it since the first video about communication. Laying that communication. Communication is the key.
And let's
First one, sorry. It's all good.
Okay, we've got 2 guys left. Go ahead and ask them a question to see if, any of them are your type.
Yes. Do you have any children?
Okay, let's start with your name and age first.
My name is Sydney. I'm 37. I actually own a private dental practice in North Carolina. I do have a daughter.
North Carolina.
But I did want to learn a little bit more about you. So we'll pop because of the flashy comment. I was on the show prior.
Okay.
And I was not flashy. And women wanted to see a little bit more flash.
Okay.
So I'm starting
A lot
to
of women do, yeah.
that the selection process is kind of reflecting that a lot of women are not sure what they want. So I own a very professional.
Shots fired.
Business. I think perception is kind of really warping a lot of people's mindsets.
Yes.
So, as we said, it's just
It's
a
just you.
question because if I decided to take you out tonight, I wanted to do something just a little bit more fun versus something so laid back. So I think that's one of the things that I want you and the audience to start thinking about when y'all making those type of decisions.
Okay.
But that's the reason why I popped.
Yes. I appreciate that. And just elaborate a little bit more. No, I'm a naturally very happy person. Yes, no, it's all good vibes over here. But I just want to just elaborate. So you're saying about you say I seem a little bit more laid back. Is that referring to the fact
She
that I
missed
didn't
everything he just
said.
change? Is that what you're referring to?
No, just as far as, you mentioned like just the way of most of the appearance, I think that you kind of creating
a perception based off of what you see, and I could get that. But there's a lot more to what's behind these outfits, at least for myself. I mean, I own a roadside company that's not only established in Charlotte, North Carolina, but also in New York City. I have a car rental business. I've invested in a lounge in Charlotte, and I have a strong background in entertainment. But I think that when you ask questions or skip those questions and kind of just look at how we're appearing, I think you may miss a great opportunity. So I wanted to hear you out.
I appreciate that. Yes,
I wanted to hear you out, but I do, I just wanted to look at. And then besides that, I think you're slightly just a little young for me.
What was your age again?
37.
Yes. Okay.
So just a little young as far as just maturing and really trying to really understand how to really properly select a man. And that's why I was
Yeah. He said a whole lot, ladies. He said a whole lot.
Listen, I hear a lot of people, and we talk about communication a lot, but I hear a lot of people say that, guys don't communicate. And
yes,
in actuality, we communicate very clearly. We're very simple, and most of us are looking for the same thing, right? And we tell you flat out what we want. It's just a lot of times women hear it and then they kind of contort it to what they think it should be instead of just receiving the information the way it was given. But I'm not trying to bash women or nothing. I'm just elaborating on what he said. That a lot of women really don't know what they're looking for. B, that they're making judgments based off of attire and superficial things and could be missing out on their person. Right? And people need to get out of this movie world, Disney world, and music world, and start looking at relationships for what they really are. A partner to grow with and build with for life. Someone that you can trust without a shadow of a doubt is going to be there, and vice versa for you, right? People forget. You going through inflation right now, you struggling, right?
Yeah.
When you get older, and if it's just one of you, your Social Security and your retirement is going to run out before you know it, and you're going to be struggling. 2, right? 3, when you get older and your body starts breaking down and your kids have grown up and they have families of their own and they can't be there to help you, wouldn't it be nice if you had someone there that helps you and you help and you guys get through everything together and have been getting through everything together for 40, 50 years, know each other's do's and don'ts, wants and needs, and just have each other's back, ride or die through thick and thin. That's what marriage is supposed to be. That's what a relationship is supposed to be working towards, a marriage. So, denying somebody because they're short or because they're sneakers or because of their haircut or it's just crazy to me because there's so much more to a person than what they're wearing or how their hair is styled.
You need to be looking inside. You want to know what's inside the person. And I think nowadays, ladies are not, I want my partner to be able to, to direct me into certain, because I want you to be able to, what's the word I'm looking for?
Lead you.
Yes, lead me. Yes, lead me because I can't lead myself.
They're going to come for you for that one.
No, really.
They're going to come for you for that one.
Well, I can't leave myself because because I've seen it already. I done seen, like I told you before in another episode,
women
from my mom and dad. I've seen that for over 30 something years. I've seen that, so they've been together all this time. So, hey. Yeah.
The key is, and now I'm gonna give some criticism to the men. A lot of these young men are not growing up to be leaders. They're not being taught to be leaders, to be critical thinkers and planners, and to have discipline, to have a certain structure to their life and their lifestyle, to have certain boundaries and parameters in place that they will not allow to be violated or crossed. These are things that women are attracted to. Why? Because the biological imperative that God put in human beings is the woman is the nurturer and the caregiver, the man is the protector and the provider. Together they become one flesh and become one strong unit and raise children. Okay? People need to get back to the basics. 1 + 1 is 2 in every language. I don't give a damn where you're from.
Yeah.
Okay? 1 + 1 is 2 in every language. So if we get back to what God ordained in the beginning, we can right the ship. But as we all know, it's been written a certain way. So all we can do is try to preserve it and pass it down to the next generation. And hopefully you guys can do better than the one before you.
Yes.
Okay.
So I gave it a second flow to kind of see if they catch on to it, but
They're not picking up what you're putting down.
She didn't catch it.
Go off of what they see right then and there. I understand that. Well,
Okay, she caught that.
Okay.
Off of that, be careful what you catch.
I think that's
But,
something that you may want to look in. That's what something you may want to look
Okay.
Let's go down over here. All right. So name and age, and why is your balloon still on?
Oh, Demetrius, 37. It's not popular. I didn't hear no flaws. And she do sign language. You studying do sign language?
I am.
Yeah, and I mean, I work for public works for the city. I so come across the people. So I may need that one day, So actually, it enhanced me. Actually, so I see nothing wrong with it. Flaws.
Any questions between the two of you?
Again, same with the children. I have no children, so I'm trying to see. Do you have children?
Yeah, I got a 15-year-old son. Yes.
Okay. And how's your relationship with your mother?
Oh, we excellent. 15 years, we had to get it together. Co-parent.
Yeah. I'm sorry, no, your mom. Yeah, grandma.
Oh, my mom?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I'm asking about your mother. How was your relationship with your mother?
Oh, she passed away.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, she passed away. Yeah, it was rough. I'm gonna be honest, like she was like on drugs going in and out of jail and stuff and everything.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
No, I'm sorry.
My dad raised me. My dad raised me so much that like when we moved, like the homies on the block, sorry to the street, but they thought that was my uncle because they was like, oh.
Shout out to Pops for raising his boys, man.
Boys. So so my dad raised me, to be honest. I don't got no resentment toward him.
No, I understand. Thank you.
She passed away.
That was he's one that's right.
Again, it's really, I was willing to give everybody a chance, right? Off of, we only have a moment, so first glance. And so I just was interested to hear your story. You do seem like a nice guy. Again, I don't have children, so I really am looking for someone that does not have children. That's kind of my underlying thing at the end of the day. There are people out there. So
He babysitting himself though. He 15. I gotta save up for his car already.
And just
Like what?
like what kind of dad are you to your child? And that's different perspectives, right? Because if I'm looking at you since you already have a child, then I'm going to see what is the groundwork that you already laid for the child you have now, and what is the possibilities for our child, and I'm big on my child.
Makes a good point there.
Still getting to know his older brother and sister, things like that, having that community. I don't know.
That goes back to what we were just saying. You got to have those conversations. Good on her for having that stance.
I don't know if I saw
Before you bring a child into the world, you want to see what type of parenting style that person is going to have. You want to ask those questions. You want to know. Yeah.
I want to begin my.
So no, you have that right. Yeah.
She done missed out on some potentials in the list for her, in the lineup for her.
Okay, well, that is all the balloons popped, but we do thank you for coming on. Give it up for her, guys.
Well, that's all we got for you guys today on this one. A lot to unpack. If you missed anything, feel free to watch it again, rewind, pause it, take notes if you need to, screen record for,
Clip it. Yes,
yeah. But no, seriously, we will continue to do these and other videos and other things, working on a book as well. We got a lot of things in the works for you guys. This is not a fly-by-night channel. We're going to be here for a while trying to do some good in the younger community and try to rebuild the concept of the nuclear family and having honor for your name and your bloodline and making the sacrifices for the people who depend on you and love you and look up to you. So yeah, man, just want to say thank you for joining us. Hit that subscribe button.
Yes.
Hit that thumbs up button. Leave your comments, thoughts, opinions, and ideas in the comment section. We'll always get back to you. We'll respond. And we will give you our insights, our experiences, and words of encouragement from the Most High. So
yes. So don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you on the next episode. Oh, and also don't forget to go ahead and put them comments in there. Let's come on, communicate with us. Let's get some engagement going on, so we can see what you guys like and what you guys don't like. We want to hear everything. We don't. Please trust me. We want to hear everything. You know what you like, what you dislike. Let's go. We're here for it. So we're not here to bash. I'm not here to bash the women. I'm not here to bash the men. We're just trying to just put a spotlight on what's going on in our community now. So, but guys, just stay tuned for the next episode. This has been
the Couples Chronicles.
You have been Chronicles.
You already know. Until next time, man. Y'all stay prayed up, stay loved up, keep God first in your life, and have a good one.
See you next time.